Okay, let's discuss about rules in combining before we go to the next topic, the laws of exponents. So in combining, when we're dealing with arithmetic, so we combine numbers. And in algebra, we can combine similar terms or like terms. So the purpose of combining is to simplify or to reduce the number of terms or the number of numbers. So we have to combine them. And the rule is simply add when we combine. As mentioned in the previous video, if the numbers or the similar terms or like terms have different signs, so there's another rule, which is to subtract. Alright? So subtract the number or numbers or the coefficients of the similar or like terms and carry the sign of the bigger number or carry the sign of the bigger coefficient. And in the case of algebra, carry the common variables. So that is the rule number 1 under the rule which is to add. Okay? The second scenario is if the numbers or the similar terms or like terms have the same signs. Okay, if they have the same signs, so what we're going to do now is we have to add. Okay, add the numbers in case we're dealing with arithmetic, or add the coefficients of the similar or like terms and carry the common sign. And of course, we have to carry the common variable or variables. So we're just reviewing the rules in combining as I have shown you last time. So this time we have to solve some examples once again. In arithmetic, we are dealing with arithmetic. So we have here some examples, like if we are going to combine these two numbers, -5 and 9. So if you look at them, they carry different signs. So 5 carries the negative sign, 9 carries the positive sign. Okay, so that falls to rule number 1. Okay, different signs. So what shall we do? We have to subtract. Okay, subtract the numbers. So when you subtract, we have 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. Okay? And then, look at the sign of the bigger number. Or what is the bigger number? So in this example, the bigger number is 9. And the sign of 9 is understood to be positive, plus. So, we have to carry the sign which is positive. So your answer is positive 4 or simply 4. You don't have to write the sign if the sign is positive. How about the second example? -3 plus -8. So now we are adding numbers, or we are going to combine two numbers that have the same signs. So the rule in rule number 2, same signs. Okay, so the rule, if you're combining two numbers of the same sign, we have to add the numbers. Okay, so we add the numbers. 3 plus 8. 3 plus 8 is 11. Alright? So 11. And then, look at the common sign. It says here that, and carry the common sign. Okay, so we have to carry the common sign. For arithmetic, we carry the common sign is negative, so you put negative. Okay? The next number 3. -5, -7. And we want to combine them so that we will have only one number. So again, they have the same sign, so you just add them. So 5 plus 7 is 12. And then, their common sign is negative, so just write the negative sign. How about the last number? So we have this one understood to have positive sign. Okay, so positive 7, yeah, we have positive 11, positive 13. So all of them have the same sign. Although you cannot see the sign here, but that's understood to be positive. So again, the rule that we are going to use is rule number 2. Same sign, so we have to add. So 7 plus 11 plus 13. So how much is that? This is 18, then plus 13, 31. Okay, 31, and the common sign is positive. Alright, but as I mentioned, if the sign is positive, you don't have to write it. So that is 31. Okay, so that's for arithmetic. Now, when we're dealing with algebra, the same rule applies, or the same rules apply in algebra. For example, the first example here is negative 3x plus 9x. So our goal here, as mentioned at the beginning, is to express the terms or the numbers into a single representation, single term, if you are dealing with algebra. So in this case, we have two terms. They are similar, no? We can do only combining in algebra if they are similar terms. So similar terms, just a little review of what are similar terms. The terms are similar or like. So we have the term like terms if they carry the same variable, and the degree, when you speak of degree, that is the exponent of the variable, are the same. In this case, we don't see the exponent of the variable, so that is understood to be 1. Okay, so understood to have 1 as exponent. So they are considered similar or like terms because they have the same variable and their exponents are the same. So similar. So if they're similar, then we can combine. You apply the rules in combining similar terms. Okay, so now the terms have different signs, or the coefficients of the terms are different. So that falls in rule number 1. Okay, different signs. So what shall we do? We have to subtract. Okay, so subtract meaning 9, subtract the coefficient. Okay, so 9 minus 3, that is equal to 6. And it says that carry the sign of the bigger coefficient. So the bigger coefficient here is 9, which is positive. So you carry the positive. And then carry also the common variable. So the variable here, the common variable is x. Alright? Then since this is positive, you don't need to write the positive sign. So you can write this as 6x. Okay? Next, we have 6xy minus 3yx. So if you look at the variables, they are the same, and the degree or the exponents are the same, because x here has the understood to have 1 as exponent, y understood to have 1 as exponent, also y here exponent is 1, x exponent is 1. So we can say that they are similar, although they are not on the same arrangement, because here we have x first and then y. Here we have y and then followed by x, but they are just the same because this is multiplication. This means that 6 times x times y. This is the same as 3 times y times x. So when you multiply, we know that we can interchange their position and the result will be the same. So we can consider this as similar terms. So let's proceed to the rule number 1. They carry different signs. So rule number 1 is to subtract. Okay? Subtract the coefficients. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Okay? And then carry the common variable or variables. So in this case, the variables that are common to both terms are x and y. You can write xy or yx, that's the same. Okay? Then after that, carry the sign of the bigger coefficient. So in this case, the sign, you don't see the sign here. This is understood to have positive sign. So 6 is bigger than 3. So supposedly we have plus here. But as I mentioned, if the sign is positive, you don't have to write the sign. So 3xy. So this is our answer. Okay? Then how about the third example? So we want to combine this. So again, the carry the same sign. So that falls to rule number 2. If the numbers or the similar terms or like terms have the same sign, so they have the same sign, negative. So when we combine them, the rule is we just, so same sign, so we have to add the coefficients. So 11 plus 7 is 18. And then it says that, and carry the common sign. What is the common sign? The common sign is negative. So you put negative in front of the number 18. And then carry the common variable. So what is the common variable? The common variable is x. So they're similar because they have one as exponents. So they are similar. Okay? So 18x, negative 18x. Then the last number. How about the last number? So first we have to examine if they are similar. Alright? So look at the variables. So we have x, y squared. We have x, y squared. We have x, y squared. Okay? So they're similar because they carry the same variables, and the exponents of the variables are, in its term, are the same. So for example here, this is the first term. The exponent here understood to be 1. And then the exponent of y is 2. The exponent here understood to be 1. The exponent of y is 2. Here, the exponent of x is understood to be 1. The exponent of y is equal to 2. So it means that they are similar. So again, if the terms are similar and they have the same sign, that falls to rule number 2. Okay, we have to add. Okay, add the coefficients. So the coefficients are 3, 6, and 32. So we have to add 3, 6, and 32. So how much is that? So 32 plus 6, or you can do from here to the right, or from the left to from the right to the left. So we will get the same result. So 3 plus 6, 9, plus 32, that is 41. Alright? Then the common sign is positive. So you can have positive here, and then carry the common variables, which is x, y squared. Alright, so as I mentioned, if the sign is positive, you don't have to write the positive sign. So 41x y squared. So this is our final answer. Okay, so this is the rules, or these are the rules in combining. So we have two areas or fields here that we can apply these rules in combining. In arithmetic, when we are dealing with arithmetic, we have to combine numbers, and when we are dealing algebra, we have to combine similar terms. Okay, so again, the purpose of combining is to simplify the expressions, or to make, or to give us a single representation of the many expressions or many numbers. Alright, so that's all. If you have any questions, you may leave your comments or your question in the comment section below. Thank you very much.